Hey guys, it's Maurizio here. So basically, what I want to talk about is Hekate and the fact of different spirits and gods that teach in different traditions. Basically, that it's great to follow tradition, but at the same time, the spirits are going to lead you and teach you a lot more, as well as the gods or the Orisha and the Kisi, depending on what you're following. For me, as you know, I had a video posted about the Morrigan as well as shadow working. I've been working with the Morgan for a while, at least probably like a year, maybe two. Not that long though. And she last September or August, she passed me on to Hekate. So now I'm working with Hekate, and I have also been working with the Hindu pantheon a little bit, and I'm kind of like furthering myself away from the Morgan, but she sometimes creeps in to give me messages. So, myself as a follower of Palo and Santria, um, we always told to go listen to our spirits, basically, listen to our guides, to listen to our ancestral spirits called our Agun. And I find at the same time, one can light a candle to their Orisha, even if they have a shrine or they don't have a shrine, and meditate basically, even though it's not considered to be like common practice in that fashion to receive messages and whatnot unless you actually have the shrine, many would say. But Orisha is everywhere, you know. And I've been doing shadow work where I've actually initiated myself about the fact of a deity forcing me into the shadow work, which is with Hecate. And it was quite eye-opening for me, telling me that I have to forge my own path, basically. I was also given a message recently from a newfound friend through her guide, which I feel was Hecate speaking, that, the easy path leads us nowhere, leads us to destruction, basically, leads us to nothingness. Whereas the path that we forge brings us towards what we want. It's through a lot of suffering and a lot of sacrifice that one goes through things. Like me, I'm kind of like a phoenix that was told in this riddle. And I've suffered so much, I've lost so many things, and then I keep moving forward, and I'm always rising from the ashes. And I just feel like I did recently a working, and I was able to have guidance from a deity that I don't work with much, but is very powerful. And this deity was telling me a lot of things and was merging with my energy, basically, as well as the fact of telling me that it wants me to work once a week with it and do a lot of workings with it, and it's going to help me and whatnot. And I feel that's very possible. It's very probable. But you've got to put in the work and the sacrifice yourself too. And the spirits do hear us, and they're very faithful most of the times to what a person goes through in life, because the spirits are human once as well. And for people who've suffered along, like I have, when it comes to Santa, when it comes to Palo and stuff, there's always people that you're gonna find that are gonna do you wrong. But if you listen to your spirits, if you listen to your Risha, if you listen to your Nikisi, there's always going to be guidance for you, and you have to stick with people who are ethical, because I feel that you have to be people who you are who you hang out with, basically, is what I want to say. And I guess I'll talk more about Hecate now. Basically, if Hecate, what I've understood that the Morrigan told me was that basically she abandoned me, in her own words, like a baby to the wild, which to strengthen me up would be the equivalency of giving me to Hecate. And Hecate, I find, doesn't have much patience, basically, for failure or for mistakes and a lot of things, and she's very strict, basically. And I'm starting to grow so much, as a better person, as a better priest, um, as a better practitioner, And the Hecate, she will guide you, but she's not going to baby you by holding your hand. And through what I do, I walk like a middle path. I walk like a gray witch would. I'm not all about the peace and the love and everything, but I'm very much so about justice orientation, and I'm very much so not afraid to dish out something towards someone if they've done me wrong or somebody wrong. And of course, I investigate with my cards, I investigate with my chamalongo, I investigate, I find out things, and I see which way to go about it. So I just want to tell people that when you feel lost, you're not lost. There's spirits always around you. There's always your guides around you. There's always your Orisha, your Nikisi, the gods around you that give you messages. And it's you due diligence basically, and to grow yourself out of being a follower and being more of a leader. Okay, that's gonna be it. Thanks, guys.